Not. A question and answer session regarding the hospital in Thermopolis will be taking place tonight from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. at Bighorn Federal, located at 643 Broadway Street in Thermopolis. Facilitator Toby Johansson provides more of the details regarding what this will be all about.
We're trying to get as many people as informed as possible on the ins and outs of the hospital district and the special purpose tax. Predominantly speaking, the largest issues we ran into in the past was that people just didn't understand what it was about, and we're trying to do our best to inform them and give them the facts so they can make an informed decision. We do have a series of frequently asked questions that we've put together. A big part of the questions have revolved around what's it going to cost, what's going to happen if this doesn't pass. There's a whole series of other questions right along those lines. What will happen to our community if we don't have a hospital anymore? There's two pieces on the ballot, and it's the hospital district, and it will form a hospital district in which the board is elected officials. The second part is the special purpose tax, and that will add a 1 cent increase to our sales tax. That 1 cent increase will only stay on until the $16.4 million is raised for the building of a new hospital. As soon as that money is raised, that special purpose tax goes away. The hospital district, however, will remain indefinite, and it'll increase the property tax an additional 3 mils. In Thermopolis, the average home value is about $150,000, so that will increase your average homeowner's tax bill by about $45 a year, or $3.75 a month. It really isn't that much of an increase. In the end, the hospital is in a position right now where if they don't get some of this, the odds are that they're likely going to close within the next couple of years. Nobody knows exactly when it'll happen, but the facts are the building is extremely old and was built back in the 50s, and the chance of catastrophic failure is considerably higher than it ever has been. And in addition to that, the hospital has to take on the increased liability of unpaid for care. This is a public hospital, so anybody that shows up has to be treated whether they can pay for it or not, and the hospital has to take on that additional cost. You put those things together and it's not a sustainable model. We're trying to do our best to get as many of these together as we can, and also meet up with people individually and talk to them about what the needs are, what their questions may be. The way that I got involved was I had heard that there was a meeting, people were getting together to answer some questions, and the old CEO of the hospital was there, so I showed up to try to get some answers and found out what a huge issue this is and decided to get involved. The biggest thing that we're trying to do is get the information out to everybody. Once people find out exactly what's happening, most people tend to think it's a great idea. We're doing our best to try to get out to as many people as possible.
For more news, go to mybighornbasin.com.